everyone, today we have a very special mod, and as by the looks of my desk and everything you can see around me, my workshop is a wreck right now. And that is because of a very special mod that I've been working on. Well, not really special, but I've been working on this thing for like 3 days. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. It is a rear-loading AirTech 2000. It has 12-inch barrels and a couple of other special features. The AirTech 2000 is one of the smallest blasters in the AirTech line, in front of the 1K. But it is one of the smallest air tank power blasters, if you guys didn't know that. But it is very powerful when modded properly, and this one is very, very well modded, if I do say so myself. So we're going to go ahead and jump in, and I'll show you guys the features, and then we're going to do a outdoor firing test. I'm going to shoot back at the camera from out at range, and then I'm going to do a cardboard penetration, and then we're going to do my final thoughts. Well, we'll start off the features with the obvious. We have 12-inch PETG barrels with some barrel spacers made by myself, and these barrel spacers are very nice. They're very well sanded around the edges. There is no brass in this turret at the back to hold darts. I don't believe he requested it, but I'll talk to him about that a little later. We also have a pump handle made from a 1/2-inch PVC coupler that is actually bolted in, and we also have a couple of special things on the inside. You see we have a rear loading slot here, which is very well sanded, very rounded. No way you're going to cut yourself on it or anything. And we also have a nice rear loading hole up there at the top. This blaster is very small on the inside, so it's kind of hard to do. The turrets are notoriously tricky, and we'll get down to those in a second. We have a brass spacer with a PETG sleeve that is leading to our seal. The turret is sealed right in here with a piece of foam, craft foam actually. We had to remove the Liquiton power gauge because there's no room in here at all anymore for it. There's some tubing wrap back here. All the tubing in this blaster has been replaced. We've got a plugged pump, and now we're going to jump into one of the very most special features of this, which is part of the reason why I've been calling this the 2K of Doom. Alright everyone, one of the most special features in this blaster has to be the aluminum 2K tank. Made by Roverman, it is supremely crafted. It is solid aluminum, as you see. It's got a brass bar back here that is handmade, and it's also got a steel pin, a collar, and it's got a 3/8 dump. Now, the main reason that you make these is because the 2K tank, they can break. If you put too many pumps, it'll actually pop this back cap off or expand out and lose seal here. Now, Roverman sells these. I believe they're about 20 a piece. He's on their forums. You can get in contact with him there. And overall, it is just a fantastic little piece of machinery. Very well made. It's nice and shiny. They seal great. They seal on the first pump from what I've been messing with. So that is why I've been calling it the 2K Doom, because it has this aluminum power plant in it. And it is just an absolutely crazy monster. And it just puts out so much power. But alright guys, now we're going to move on to the outdoor firing test and the backfire test. Alright guys, we'll start off the firing test with a batch of my slugs. These are getting pretty worn out, and their fit is absolutely terrible in PETG, as you see. There's no fit at all, really. We'll move on to my beige domes. Let me try to get this one down. Move on to my beige domes, which have been having a better fit. This camera is pretty much exactly at my shoulder level, and I'm going to be firing payload to ground. If it gets to the middle of this hill up here, like in the middle of it right here, then that's doing well over 100 feet. If it's hitting below here, it's doing at least 90. Now, these darts are crap, so they've been doing like maybe 90 feet right now. So we're going to go ahead and fire this, and it takes 7 pumps to prime. Let me get it in front of the camera. There it is. Make sure the turret's rotated properly. And now we're going to shoot it. Let me try to get next to the camera so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. Well, that one just kind of went whirly bird. Alright. Moving on to the next one. That one nailed the middle of the hill up there. And then rotate the turret again. It's kind of hard to go around this camera. Middle of the hill up there and bounced up. Alright, and now the last one from the pink darts. And that one was a crap dart, so it just kind of piddled out 50 feet in front of me. But now we'll move on to the better fitting darts, move on to my beige domes. Alright, now we've got 4 beige domes loaded up. These have a much better fit in PETG and don't actually slide out. So now we're just going to do the same thing, 7 pumps and fire. I'm going to do this one off camera, off to the side, because huddling around the camera is kind of hard to do. Alright, it's already got 7 pumps in it, so here we go. That one just shot the head off. That one actually went up and nailed my fence. That one will do well over 110 feet. Wait for the car to go by. And the next one. Nailed the target, but there was no drop involved in that. That would have went easily 120 feet. Alright. And the last beige one I have. That one again landed up there on the hill. So as you see, with properly fitting darts, this is doing well over 100 feet quite easily. So as you guys can see, even with my really crappy fitting darts, this thing easily punches through cardboard, shoots well over 100 feet, and is fairly accurate. This thing is a really nice little blaster. It's very, very small and puts out an enormous amount of power for its size. It's got rear loading, obviously, like I showed you guys earlier. The aluminum tank really makes this build because it allows me to overpressurize the tank much higher than I would a stock one, and it seemed to hold up very well so far. Now, you guys probably had no idea that I was actually working on this blaster. That's because I had all the updates for this on my Facebook page, which is linked below. So if you guys would like to get constant updates, I usually post it once or twice a day. You can go ahead and like that page. So I'm going to go ahead and throw up a internals picture at the very, very end so you guys can see it. If you guys like the video, please give me a subscription or a like or a favorite. And I will talk to you guys later. I should have more videos this week, and a couple more projects are going on right now.